Good morning, YouTube. It has been a while. Basically, I think the last video I made was in May. So it's been a hot summer in more ways than one. But we are back, and we are back with none other than August's Sexy Standouts, because I know you guys love it when I do these types of videos. So what that is going to look like is I have chosen 5 favorites from the previous month, and these can be anything from books to like stationery items, tarot, experiences, and I always shout out a YouTuber that I recently discovered. So that's how we're going to do today. And we're going to just dive in, and we're going to start with an experience. And I know that this may be controversial to some people, but I'm obsessed with the Hobonichi. And I know that a lot of people don't really like their marketing, but I, for one, I'm obsessed. I am that type of person that I do love surprises. And so the anticipation and excitement of every day they unveil a specific cover or design or item, I eat that up. So, and I get so excited the entire month of August. It's one of the first things I do when I wake up is I go and check to see what new thing they have launched. And so yes, this was a very exciting year. And I mean, it shouldn't really be a spoiler because I've been in a Hobonichi for this is my 4th one. And you know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. That's, you know, and this, I've got a groove. It works perfectly for me. So my number one, not number one, like these are not in any particular order, but the first thing I will mention is Hobonichi season. And to me, that starts in August and then continues through the entire rest of the year. I am so excited to see unboxings and hauls. They already have started to trickle in over on YouTube, which again, it excites me. It just, I love it. So that has been one favorite through August. And the next is also kind of an experience. I made bookmarks, and there's a story behind this. So my future daughter-in-law is, she's crafty and she loves making art, and she stays with us usually Thursday through Sunday, and randomly she'll just be like, hey, let's have a watercolor day on Friday. And what that looks like is we'll pop a movie on and we'll sit and pull out all of our watercolors and we'll just sit and doodle and paint. But this month she was like, hey, let's get together and make bookmarks. So we actually went to Michael's and picked out different little memorabilia type stuff and stickers, and we made bookmarks. Hers are epic and amazing. She actually added like gemstones. So she basically has like a ribbon that hangs over her book with different beads and gemstones. It's super cute. But these were mine, and that was just spending that time with her, both shopping and like actually working together on creative stuff. It's really special. And so that definitely was a favorite of August. And I have bookmarks now to like remind me of it. I did use some inspiring tarot cards in here, and this says A Passionate Life. One of them I laminated, the other I did not. And honestly, I don't know which one I like better. This one has Mod Podge. But yeah, so August favorite. All right, number 3 is another, I'm on number 3, right? Yes. It's another experience, but it also ties into a book. I don't have the actual book in my hands. What I'm going to show you is a book that I'm currently, like I'm almost done reading and I'm obsessed with it. But the book that I want to mention for August is one that I read on the Kindle. So I guess I will lump those two together. The book is called The Briar Club, and it is it's historical fiction meets murder mystery with a little bit of magic thrown in. And I'm not normally someone who likes historical fiction. I feel good when I finish reading them, but I wouldn't typically choose on my own to read a historical fiction. The reason that I read them is because we end up trying to do a bunch of different genres in my book club, and that was August's book. But this month, we not only met and did our book club, but we hired this creative person to come and we had a bedazzling book party. At first, I know, I'm not a bedazzle kind of person, but I actually had a really great time. Now, a lot of people would bedazzle like the whole book. I chose not to do that, again, because I am not like a sparkly person. But look at it. It's so pretty. It is so pretty. And let me see if I have I think she gave us like a little image of the book, and we had our own little bin where she matched the jewels to your cover. And so like number one, I was supposed to do, I break the rules. I was supposed to do the flower and light highlights in gold, which would be this whole flower here. I started and did not like it because, and I should have known. I'm like, be authentic to you. So I decided not to do that. And I did I don't know if you can see if it's going to pick it up that well or not, but I did the title, and then I did the dress, and I added little firefly kind of, in the gold accents. It was so fun. I was glad that we did that. And I got to sit next to my daughter, who her book turned out beautiful. She did I Coriander. And one of the main reasons I chose to do this book is because one of my closest friends gifted it to me for my birthday and wrote a really sweet note on the cover. And so I knew I was going to keep this book forever. And I also knew that this same friend would hate book bedazzling. And so I was like, it's just like a ha-ha fun nod to her too. Like, she was with me in that. And again, I actually really did enjoy creating this. The person, if you're interested, she is also where did I put that little? She's a graphic designer. And so she actually does book covers and things for people. But her Instagram, let's see if it's on the other. I think it's My Depiction Addiction. But I wanted to double check. I will have links to all of these things, as many as I can find, down below. It doesn't say on here. I'm pretty sure that her Instagram handle is My Depiction Addiction. And she does a multitude of different things. So check her out. Tell her I sent you. Her Instagram is hilarious. So, okay. What number are we on? That was 3? Okay, yes. So I have one more thing to mention, and then we're going to do our YouTuber. Okay. Astrology for yourself. If any of you are interested in learning about astrology, this is the book. I honestly feel like, now this one is specific to your birth chart. So, and it is a workbook. You fill it in, but it's so down to earth and like it's easy to understand. Again, you do need to have your birth chart in order to do it. But I'm pretty sure there are lots of free places online that you can go and have your chart done. You do need to know your date and time of birth. But I've been, since the person I had a friend that did my birth chart for me, and since I've gone down the rabbit hole of just looking at little things, I have been amazed. So this book, I have had others that were heftier and went into more depth, but working through your own personal stuff. I've also got my kids in here, like figuring out some of their things. Amazing. So if you only get one book, Astrology for Yourself. And I love that on the back, yes, on the back, Mary K. Greer, who wrote Tarot for Yourself, has a quote here. And I also really enjoyed that book. That was my first tarot book that I went through. So this has been a favorite. This would be number 4. My final favorite that I want to mention is Keegan. Again, I will put her information down below, her YouTube. As soon as I saw her YouTube, I actually sent a link to a friend, and she went down the rabbit hole, and we were both like so inspired by this artist. Her name is Keegan, and she is the artist of the Illuminated Tarot, which goes with me everywhere I travel. It stays in my travel bag. I love it because my husband and I can pull them out and play with them as though they're like playing cards. But it's got her art on it, and it's stunning. I didn't realize that she was the artist of that deck until I found her YouTube. And I think I found her YouTube because I was searching for Hobonichi art stuff. And she uses a Hobonichi Weeks as her sketchbook. And so she sketches every week. And it's so inspiring. It is so inspiring. So definitely, if you were interested in Hobonichi, if you just love art, if you are like me and you kind of come in and out of inspiration with sketchbook stuff and things like that, check her out. She also she's got another deck about houseplants, I believe. And on my wish list, she has some coloring books that I'm just like, yes, please. So check her out. Again, that's Keegan. And I will put one of my favorite videos of hers down below and the link to her actual channel so that you can see a flip of her Hobonichi Week sketchbook and then go down the rabbit hole, because you will, I promise. She's super, super inspiring. Okay, I think that is everything for August. Again, I am back. There's something about fall that always pulls me out of a funk, and I have needed that. I've needed that so very much. All right, so let me gather all of my things so you can see them. Like, I just love the experiences. Check them out if any of them like pique your interest. And yeah, I will be back next week. And next week we are going to be doing my fall journal stack. So I'm going to show you every journal, planner, sketchbook that I'm going to be in for the next 3 months. So subscribe, like, do all the things. You won't want to miss it. And until next time, enjoy your wild, sexy lives.